sure. Well, what's your reaction to coming back on such a special night like this?
Well, it's a huge honor for me and a big surprise, but I'm humbled and honored, like I said, to be back here. I came back for the alumni game, and it was a great experience, and kind of reconnected with a lot of guys I hadn't seen in a while and hadn't talked to, and to be able to come back here and to be inducted in the Hall of Fame is very special to me, and Rochester really holds a special place for me and my family.
How often do you, I know you have the connection with Bags, and your connection with him with St. Lawrence and everything, and how often do you relate your professional experiences, and even maybe before professional, but with the kids that you're coaching now, and and how often do you speak about Rochester and how special a place it is for you?
Well, I think on a daily basis, I try to share my experience as a college player and as a professional with the guys I'm coaching now, and we've got a great group of players at St. Lawrence that are very receptive, and I'm fortunate I'm able to focus on the D probably a little more than I should, and obviously I relate to them pretty well. But as far as talking about Rochester, it's all about experience, and those guys that I'm coaching at St. Lawrence, they all aspire to play professionally, and whether it's the American League and hopefully the NHL, or if it's even the East Coast League, it's about being prepared and acting as a professional. And Coach Carville at St. Lawrence, who has a lot of NHL experience as an assistant, I think we really preach professionalism and how guys approach our game at the college level.
What did your time in Rochester mean to your pro career? I know you had a number of stops along the way, but I think this was one of the longest tenures.
Yeah, this was, the last 5 years I played, I was in Rochester, and I really enjoyed my time here. I knew what my role was when I came in, as a veteran guy, but at the same time, I still thought I could play in the NHL if given the opportunity, and I did a few games for the Sabres, but I knew that I was going to be counted on to be a leader here. I didn't realize I'd be the captain for 5 years, and which is great, and I was honored to wear the C for that long. But Rochester's a special place to play in the American League, and people really, outside of Rochester don't realize how special it is to be a Rochester American. And I relished the role as a captain and enjoyed my 5 years here, and it really became a home away from home for myself and my family.
You were part of especially those 2 years when you went to the Calder Cup Finals. And when you look at it back then and how many veterans you did play with, and now you look at how the league is now, that was really a special time and a special group that you played with here, wasn't it?
Well, it certainly was. I mean, the game has changed so much now and it's so much younger, but look at the lineup we had, and to get to the Calder Cup Finals twice and come up short both times, it's still frustrating, but that's pro hockey, and the first year we were depleted with injuries and really came up with half a lineup, it seemed, with guys that got hurt. In the second year, we were kind of breezing through the playoffs and playing really well and almost machine-like, and then to have a 10 or 12-day layoff and go and try to play Hartford, who had a veteran team as well. It was tough to do, and we just couldn't get it going again. But guys like Randy Coneyworth and Scotty Nickel and Dane Jackson, who was here for the first 2 or 3 years I was here, and Craig Chernon for the first couple of years, and Doug Huda, and with Frolls the first couple of years, and him and Metter, and a lot of great characters and a lot of great memories. And but the veteran rule is obviously it's affected the game somewhat, but at the same time it's given younger guys a chance to step up and show what they can do.
Do you have, aside from those 2 Calder Cup trips, is there a favorite memory that you have?
I think probably my favorite memory here was probably the first game. It was a sellout crowd in the newly remodeled War Memorial at the time, and there was 11,000 something or 12,000, whatever, sellout here. And it really reaffirmed my decision to come to Rochester, and I had a few choices, and coming into that summer, and I always wanted to play in Rochester if given the opportunity, and to come out and to have a sellout crowd like that in a newly remodeled building, and just great fan support. And I think that's probably my most memorable moment on the ice, and then off the ice is just great guys to play with, and I was very fortunate to have great coaches as well, and finished with Connie as a coach and had played with him previously, so that was a great experience. I learned a lot from him on how to treat people and how to prepare as a pro, and it certainly helped me in my playing career and now in my coaching career.
You're going to get a chance to address the fans. What are you going to tell them?
Thank you. Yeah, this is my kids were very young when I was here, and they remember being here. They weren't quite that young, and it was just a great place. I mean, we love coming back here to visit some friends and do some shopping, and we're only 4 hours away up in Messina, so when we come back here, it's always good memories driving into Rochester. So I'm going to thank the fans and my speech is going to be pretty short. I didn't have a lot of words to say when I played as a captain. I kind of led by example, and I think you'll see in my speech that it'll be kind of the same way. But just thank you. I mean, I had a great experience here. The people in Rochester really embraced myself, I think, as a captain and as a player here, and my family felt very welcome here. And I can't say enough good things about Rochester.
It's a Friday night and you're a college coach. How did you get out of that?
Weekend off. It's funny, they when they made the announcement or contacted me to say that I was going to be inducted, they looked at the schedule prior to contacting me, and it's a very rare weekend off in college hockey because we play Friday, Saturday nights, as you know, and it just happened to work out very well. And so instead of recruiting on an off weekend, I get to do this and have some fun with it.
Would you like to coach at the pro level at some point?
I don't think so. I've got a unique situation at St. Lawrence. I'm a graduate of St. Lawrence. The head coach is a graduate of St. Lawrence as well. The two of us, I think, bring a lot of credibility to the program. My family is all, we're all within 10 minutes of where we live. 30 minutes from my hometown, working at the school I had a great career at and got a great education at. I'm very happy at St. Lawrence, and I really don't have any pro aspirations.